Angels and Demons، Beautiful Minds، وكمان دافنشي كود. دي حاجات من اللي قدمها المخرج العالمي صاحب الأوسكار رون هاورد، واللي هو عندنا النهارده مقابله معاه عشان نتكلم عن فيلمه الجديد اللي متاخد من قصه حقيقيه عن 13 طفل اتحبسوا في الكهف في تايلاند لمده 18 يوم. تعالوا نشوف ايه اللي حصل مع رون.
Hey Rick, you following what's happening in Thailand?
Some kids stuck in a cave.
We're on the list of rescue divers.
It's just a tourist cave.
It looks easy, but when it's flooded, it's impassable.
Hi Ron, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Well, it's a great honor for me to be here, and with your career and everything, congratulations on like executing a beautiful and a real story. How did you come up?
Well, I remember the story as a news event, but when I read Bill Nicholson's screenplay, I was so surprised. There were so many twists and turns that I knew nothing about. I also was really moved by what I began to recognize was this international act of volunteerism and cooperation that I sort of understood, but I didn't feel it from the news story. And I knew that individual characters could really bring this to the screen for audiences so they'd really understand what this type of heroism, you know, really looks like. And so I knew that that would be emotional. I also knew that there would be a lot of suspense and drama in understanding and shining a light on all of those individuals who engaged in this.
They're very, very dangerous.
High water level and the low visibility.
Barely shoulder wide, pulling against very strong currents.
To be honest, I got everything that you said, the suspense, you know, the drama, the twist, everything, and I was like, I was in the edge of my seat, and I loved the film.
Thank you.
The cast is fantastic. Yeah. How did you choose your cast?
Well, the English speakers were, actors that I'd wanted to work with before. And when I began to see that they looked a little bit like the real divers, I reached out to them. And, all my first choices said yes on this movie. It was remarkable because they just wanted to be a part of this story. Now, the Thai actors were an unknown to me. And so for me, it was great to delve into Thai television and cinema and begin to see, and meet some of these actors. Lastly, the actors who played the boys had never acted before. The boys trapped in the cave. And that's because they come from northern Thailand, where the dialect is so different that people from Bangkok can barely understand them. I knew these boys were going to have to improvise as actors because we were going to want to develop their characters. And I knew they'd need to improvise in that northern dialect. So it was important to try to get that right. So it was an amazing journey for those boys. And I think they learned a lot and grew a lot as young men.
With oxygen running low, the entire nation is anxiously waiting for what will happen next.
What are you thinking?
Just a crazy idea. You've got a skill none of the rest of us have.
No. It's insane. It's unethical. It's illegal.
Man's already died.
Breathe.
If we do nothing, we'll be bringing him out dead for sure.
So you are expecting casualties?
Yes. I expect casualties.
The scenery and everything is beautiful, but talking again about the main actors, they both were not Englishmen, but yet again they pulled it off, and the acting was fantastic.
Oh, thank you. They also did their own diving, which was not part of the plan. I thought we would just shoot close-ups of them, and then we'd have professional divers doing that difficult work. But once they started training with the real divers, Rick Stanton and Jason Mallinson, they came to me, Vigo and Colin Farrell, and said, this is like a part of our character. It's a part of our performance. We must do it all. And so production facilitated that and made it possible. And they were able to safely do it. So I was very appreciative.
Yeah, the talent, everything created was beautifully. Thank you so much for your time and for a beautiful story, Ron. I can't tell you how much I loved it. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks.
Johnny, okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Just give me a minute, please. Okay.
We can make it.